In this video, I'm going to show you how to multiply decimals by decimals. Question 1 is multiplying 200ths by 200ths, and I'm going to do this by using fractions first. So if I multiply the numerators, I have 2 times 2, and the denominator is 100 times 100. That becomes 4 over 1 with 4 placeholders, 4 zeros. So I have 4 10,000ths. So that's equal to 4 in the 10,000ths place. So here's our tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. So that is choice A. Now if we were to multiply that in a more traditional manner, like this, we would ignore the decimals, but we would count how many place values we're going to have to shift our digits when we're done. And that's going to be 1 right here, 2, 3, 4 place values that we're going to shift our digits. So I'm going to write a 4 out to the side to remind me. And then I'm just going to ignore everything and multiply this like your whole numbers. So we have 2 times 2 is 4, and we're done. Now I can go ahead and multiply all those zeros if I really want to, but I'm still going to end up getting a 4. So now I need to shift the digits over 4 places to the right. So here's my decimal, and I'm going to shift the digits 4 places to the right by making it look like the decimal is moving. It's not really moving. So 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the right, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in my zeros and as my placeholders. And now you can see I still have 4 10,000ths. Question 2 is 8 thousandths times 3 hundredths. We can do 8 times 3 very quickly in our head, so we know that the digits are going to be 24. The only question is, how many place values do I need to shift them to the right? And it looks like in the first factor, the 8 thousandths, I have 3 digits, and in the second one I have 2, so altogether 3 plus 2 is 5 digits that I'm going to have to shift this to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and put my decimal and fill in empty place values with zeros. So that's 24, and that would be, let's see what place value that would be. That would be tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. So we are 24 100,000ths, which is C. And I can show you very quickly, again, why this is going to work. We have 8 times 3, which is 24, and then we have a 1 with 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that tells us we're going to move our digits 5 place values to the right because we need to divide 24 by 100,000. Question 3 is 47 hundredths times 502 thousandths. Now this is not one we could easily do in our head. And a matter of fact, the way that this is written, I actually need to flip it over if I'm going to do this with traditional multiplication, because I want to put the one that has the most digits on the top, and then the one with the fewer digits on the bottom, and line everything up on the right hand side, ignoring place value. Now before I start, I'm going to look at how many place values I'm going to need to shift the digits when I'm done. So in the first factor, the 47 hundredths, that's 2 place values. And the second one, that's 3. So 2 plus 3 again is 5 place values that I'm going to end up shifting my digits when I'm done. I'm going to therefore think of this as 502 times 47. And then I'm going to go ahead and multiply out those whole numbers, thinking of them as whole numbers. So I have 23,594. However, I need to shift all of those 5 place values to the right. My decimal starts at the end of this number because this is a whole number, but then the digits are going to move to the right, so it's going to look like the decimal is moving to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 place values. So I end up with 23,594 100,000ths. I could again very quickly show you why that's going to work. These are my two numbers, 47 hundredths times 502 thousandths. I get 47 times 502, which is exactly what I just did. And then I'm going to divide that by 100,000. And when I divide by 100,000, I'm going to shift the digits 5 place values to the right, which will make it look like your decimal is moving to the left. So I end up with 23,594 100 thousandths.